You've probably seen slip and fall cases made fun of on TV or social media, maybe even heard jokes about them on the radio. But let me tell you, there's nothing funny about suffering a life-changing injury just because a property owner didn't take care of their space. I've handled many complex cases where someone's life was permanently altered because of a fall that never should have happened. And I know firsthand how tough these cases can be. I'm Ed Rosenthal, personal injury attorney with decades of experience helping injured people get justice. Today we're talking about slip and fall claims, what the law says, what steps you need to take if you're injured, and how to protect your case. If you or someone you love has been hurt in a slip and fall, don't wait. Reach out to me so we can discuss your options. First thing we want to talk about is understanding the law. Slip and fall cases are not as straightforward as you might think. Property owners aren't automatically responsible just because someone gets hurt on their property. The law says a property owner is only responsible if they knew about a dangerous condition or they should have known about it and they failed to fix it. This means insurance companies will fight these cases aggressively, trying to prove that the owner didn't have enough notice to correct the problem. That's why building strong evidence is so critical. Point 2. What do you do if you're injured in a slip and fall accident? If you fall on someone else's property, what you do next can make or break your case. Here's what you need to do immediately. First, get witnesses' names and contact information. This could be critical later on. Second, seek medical help immediately, even if your injuries don't seem serious right when the accident happens. Some injuries take time to show up. Next, take pictures of what caused your fall. The wet floor, the ice on the driveway, poor lighting on a stairwell. Take pictures. Document any visible injuries, bruises, swelling, cuts. Document them before they heal. Do not talk to the insurance company or the property owner's representative until you speak with an attorney. Anything you say could be used against you. The next point, acting quickly in the case of a slip and fall case is crucial. In a slip and fall case, it is so important to act quickly and preserve evidence before it disappears. This could be taking a picture of ice on a walkway before it melts. Often a property owner or a landlord will fix the problem, but only after the accident and after the injury, and then it's difficult for me to show an insurance company or the jury the problem that caused my client to be injured. Getting witness information and pictures of the problem that caused the fall is the difference between winning your case and losing it. Last year, I was called on a Friday night by a woman who was distraught that her father had died in a fall downstairs in the house he was renting. I arranged to meet her at the property the next day and have an investigator come and photograph the stairs, which were incredibly dangerous. No lights, no handrails, and the steps were too narrow and too steep under current building codes. This was powerful evidence that helped get the case settled for well over 6 figures. Oh, and not long after the accident, the landlord sold the property to people who renovated it. So had we not acted quickly to preserve the evidence and get the pictures, the evidence would have disappeared. Slip and fall injuries can change your life. Getting fair compensation isn't easy, but you don't have to go through this alone. I work closely with my clients to ensure they get the medical care they need and the financial recovery they deserve. If you've been injured in a slip and fall, let's talk about your case and figure out the best path forward. Stay safe and remember, when property owners don't take responsibility, I'm here to hold them accountable.